Last 2 days has been very hectic. We have been visiting with my team of Husna to various rural centers where you could select a distributor and who has the influence or access to all the pradhans of the local villages, so that it becomes expedient for us to distribute the COVID kits. Like one in Amirpur, one in Ghatampur, one in... so in this context, we visited Jahanabad. And there I met a very interesting person, Dr. Agrawal. He is a BUMS doctor, but he's got a great influence in the area. And people have great respect for him. Totally involved in social work through his practice and through his this kind of activities. While having the tea with him, he shared a very beautiful story about himself, and today I thought I must share with you all. He tells me that he was a drunkard, heavily into drinks, and he became a perfect sober person, stopped drinking, not by visiting any de-addiction center or taking any medicine. And that sounds interesting. I said, how? And that's the time from his bookshelf, he handed over a book, The Varieties of Religious Experiences. 150 pages booklet. And it took me 2 days to read, to understand how this miracle happened. In that book, there was a chapter, Alcoholics Anonymous. It's a group. And I suppose it is worldwide. In India itself, this Alcoholic Anonymous group, they have got more than, I think he said, more than 3.5 lakhs members. And this is the mysterious medicine. They profess the mysterious medicine for alcoholics. My friend, the book starts with stating that religious experiences have a common denominator of pain, suffering, calamity, complete hopelessness. And in this book, a chapter, Alcoholics Anonymous, celebrates this unparalleled achievement of de-addiction of alcohol. Very, very interesting. You see, in olden days, alcoholism was among the most hopeless of human afflictions. Millions suffering from it, and they were largely unable to recover. But here they had achieved this without medicines. Today there is a reversal in their dreadful fate. As he told you, he said more than 3.5 lakhs ex-drunks are now engaged in fighting their common called alcohol. They have got a very strange belief, and I felt like laughing. They said all those who drink, they cannot be infected by COVID in any case. And now they have transformed themselves to living a very productive lives, useful to the society. My friend, this astounding victory has no medical origin. The victims themselves were their own first doctors. Their medicine is not chemical. Their weapon against alcohol doom is in absolute belief and abject humility. They have one commander, not human, only God. God is each of them individually understanding of Him. They have absolutely no organization anywhere, and all these alcoholic anonymous, they reject all kinds of donation from anybody. They follow a set rule, and the name of none of them be published or known to anybody, besides transforming into a good citizen, a citizen of utility. Sacrifice and humanity, these are two secrets of their death-fighting power. Such is the fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. It is simply amazing. Alcoholics Anonymous, the book says, is an utterly without organization, no hospitals, no paid trained experts. Alcoholics Anonymous remains loosely a knit fellowship of more than so many people, meeting in a very small little groups in their respective area, sustained one another's afflictions, and the doors of their places are always open to the victims, no matter how far gone. Their aim is to bring them back. They try to lift up all who fall, which most of them ultimately recover. You have to think the widest. Why has this fellowship insisted on staying to their commitment? It's amazing. They have simply evolved. The book recommends a very beautiful 12 steps leading to sobriety from alcoholism. And this is simply that have a real desire to quit. You should have, firstly, admit you can't. Make a rigorous confession of personal defects, sincerely, truthfully. Resolve to help others. Ask for God ever present help, and then accept and acknowledge that help what you receive. In the book they mention beautiful prayer, the alcoholics next 12 hours. It's interesting. It says, just for today, everyone has to recite this once in a day. Just for today, I will try to live through only and not tackle my whole life problem at once. I can do something for 12 hours that would appeal me. If I left that, I had to keep it up for a lifetime. Just for today, I will be happy. This assumes to be true what Abraham Lincoln sometimes said, that most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. Just for a day, I will adjust myself to what is, and I will not keep trying to adjust everything else to my desires. Just for today, I will look as well as I can. Dress becomingly. Talk low. Act courteously. Criticize none, nobody. Just for today, I'll be unafraid. Especially, I will not be afraid to enjoy what is beautiful, and to believe that as I give it to the world, so the world will give it to me. As you so shall you reap. Beautiful. This entire the prayer just for today, I think it must be read by each one of us. Why alcoholics? But there's a greater transformation. If following these simple methods, they can transform alcoholics to a useful citizen, I think one must. He is certainly going to be great help to me in distributing the COVID kits. And he's working 24, doctor. He's working 24/7. He promised that as long as this completely, they shall not stop. Thank you very much.